this section, we're going to discuss something called the elevator pitch, and ultimately, at the end, you are actually going to use the tools that I give you during this very, very quick presentation on elevator pitch to develop your own. Well, thank you for discussing that. Interesting to get your thoughts on what you perceive an elevator pitch to be. Now, Jonathan here at the front mentioned that it had a high impact. Is that right?
Yep.
And that it might take place in an elevator, Jonathan.
Yeah, that's why it's called the elevator pitch, I think.
Yeah.
Interesting, interesting. Okay. Well, what about Mary? I think you mentioned, Mary, that you saw it as an introduction
Yes.
of some sort, and that you would only have really a very short time to actually get that introduction out in.
Yes.
Okay, and then finally, Liz over there mentioned it's an opportunity perhaps to pitch or sell your product or service, and that it should not merely be an introduction, but should contain some solid information.
Yes.
Brilliant, excellent. Well, we had some really good answers there. So we've learned what an elevator pitch is by definition and by introduction. Now, for an elevator pitch, I'm going to give you now some quick points, and then ideally I want you to go away and build one. The first thing is that we should develop more than one elevator pitch. Now, by this, I really mean that we should have an elevator pitch for different types of people that we meet, whether if we're meeting CEOs or CFOs, executives, whether we're meeting middle managers, whether we're meeting people subordinate to us. We should vary our pitch and the way we present ourselves to that person, of course. But also, you might have personal elevator pitches that you might want to develop. You might have professional ones too. But it's not only about selling a product or a service. It's essentially about selling yourself. And in order to sell yourself to different people, because different people have different needs, feelings, and hot buttons, we need to make sure that our elevator pitch matches and is tailored towards each and every person we meet, where possible. It's not always possible, but where possible, we must try. It is much deeper, and it requires some practice in order to get it right, time and time again. Practiced to the point where it comes naturally from the tip of your tongue. So it's kind of like maybe when you were in school and you had to recite passages, although this is something that needs to be recited with feeling and with spontaneity. But when I say spontaneity, I mean it has to come across as natural and not robotic, like you've just recited it from a book. In your elevator pitch, you need to know what you seek to sell. So, is it your personality that you're looking to sell in this pitch? Is it the high quality valve that your company manufactures? Is it the microchips that are used in certain phones and their capability? Is it microprocessors? Is it cars? Either way, you need to understand what it is you're selling and to be able to get it across in as minimal language as quickly as possible. Ideally, no longer than about 100 words, 150 words maximum, but 100 words of spoken English should take you up to about 30 seconds. Never go on beyond 30 seconds unless it really develops into a dialogue, into a conversation. But mostly an elevator pitch would usually end quite quickly because there might be other people to meet in that networking event. There may also literally be only a few seconds left in the elevator before you get out. As is using high impact statements to make yourself memorable to the person that you're speaking to.